then people very quickly switch off to that. And there are all sorts of theories about the ratio of sort of plugging to non-plugging tweets and posts on Facebook and so on that you're meant to do. And actually, the majority of it, the large majority, the vast majority, is not meant to be just plugging your stuff. It's meant to be what they call interaction. And so you have to create this personality. Now, that personality will exist online, and it will probably be distinct from the personality that exists in real life. And so there's this sort of fantasy social realm that's created in all of this. But that's something that not everyone is comfortable with, and a lot of artists might not be comfortable with. I mean, if you're the kind of artist that feels that I have my work, and my work stands as what it is, and that's really all that I want to put out to the world, then this is a space that I think becomes incredibly challenging for you, because people want more than that. So what I think you have to create, or be comfortable creating one way or another, is a character that might have a view on the world, that might have an interest in things beyond just the narrow confines of what their body of work is, but might have an interest in politics, or might have an interest in pop culture, or whatever it might be, that the audience might then be interested in. And when they feel, and the audience feels they get to know you, that they're engaging with a personality, then that's when I think things start to spark on social media.
It's interesting because within the personality there is an element of trust then between you and the audience, because of what you are representing for the audience in some respects. And you've highlighted that, you know, in some respects it's a construction. So I'm going to probe a bit deeper and say, what within the diversity of the work that you do and the diversity of the platforms that you actually engage with, what are you ultimately putting across to your audiences?
About me? What do you mean generally?
No, about you. Because you are a personality that occupies a very definitive space within the overall public space.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I kind of have no choice but to do that through my work, because my work is about social issues, it's about political issues. When I go on air, I'm broadcasting about some contentious thing, usually, otherwise there's no point broadcasting about it. That's sort of the logic of broadcast media. When I write a column for Fairfax, then it's a similar sort of thing. It's something that people will naturally disagree with. And over time, there's just kind of a personality or a worldview that emerges from that, more or less just implicitly. And so I don't rely on social media to do that, because my work necessarily creates that for me. But what I've learned is that, with the various kinds of work that I do, I'm guaranteed 98% of the time to be misunderstood by 98% of people. So that's just something I have to become comfortable with. And one of the reasons I don't do social media is because I feel like I'm so present in all these other forums that people are already going to be thoroughly sick of me. I don't need to give them another excuse to be sick of me. But if, for example, I had a much more confined body of work, I was just